Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques. Jacques. What's up, folks? What is good? What's up, Jacques? What's good with you, brother?
Man, can't call it, bro. Can't call it. Just got back from New Orleans, man. Louisiana, man.
Yes, sir.
Man. So it was cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hello, everybody here in the stream. We got 6 folks already starting up. Y'all, what is good? You know we're going to get into this draft. And we're going to really get into this draft, y'all.
Yes, sir.
We're going to really get a deep dive analysis. So I would ask all of y'all, man, put your eyes on, put your ears up, man. I'm telling you. What up, Sean? Be ready.
Pick Wicker. What up, LG Pre?
What up? What's good?
Rodney Gas.
Rodney G, what's popping?
What up? Anthony Hayes in the building with the snake.
Anthony Hayes.
It's the Rattlers, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's in the building, our Lord.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So yeah, Jacques. So I know we were excited, man. For those that watched our shows, we did our instant reaction shows, man. We're gonna do more of those, especially some that pops on, man. We're gonna go right to what we feel at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Big miss, fellas. I definitely got a question for later in the show. Hey, bring it on, brother. Bring it on. We don't shy away from questions, big dog. So come ahead and bring them on.
Yep.
Welcome there.
Yep, for sure, man. So cool. So we got 12 people in the chat, man. Hey, so are you all ready? That's all I want to know. Have you all been checking our draft? Of course, I know we're going to have questions about A.J. Brown, Ryan Tannehill. We're going to get into that too, for sure.
Right. What about now? How my mic sound?
Eyes about the same. Normally, it sounds a little bit better.
What about now?
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we got a super chat, a super sticker from
Danko.
What up,
Danko?
What up,
D-Hawk in the building. What's up, bro?
What up, bro?
What up, Danko, man? What is good, brother? What is happening, man? Hey, I'm gonna give him the super chat boom real quick, man.
Yes, sir. Do that while I get my mic together. Do that while I get the mic together, Hawk.
Yes, sir. Do. He gets two. Do.
Boom.
Danko Hawkins in the freaking building, man. Stand up for that boy, Danko, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Danko, we appreciate it, bro. Hey, in your words, roll tide, Danko Hawkins in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got North Nashville in the house. Your mic's on mute, Jacques.
What up, boy? Can you hear me now?
A little bit better. It is better. A little bit better. Yep.
Willis, hey, he's from my hood, man. North Nashville in the building, brother.
Yes, sir. Danko, man, hey, we appreciate the super chat, good brother. We really do. Hey, and I'm going to tell you something. We about to get in this draft. Danko, I know you're a big SEC guy just like myself, man, and we were able to get some SEC guys. You almost can't go wrong with SEC guys. I'm going to get into it. So right now, y'all, we are going to look at the players that we drafted. Yes, we traded A.J. Brown. And in return, we were able to get an extra player, but then we flipped that as well and got more players. So we started the draft with just 7 players and ended up with 11. Stanley Wilson, what's good? Grizz Nation, for sure. Hey, the game is on in front of me right now, man. I got my eyes on the game. Tough, man, for sure, man. Let's go, Memphis. Let's get it, man. All right. So, Jacques, let's look at who we drafted, man. We're going to go through each individual one. And we're going to tell y'all what's up. All right? We're going to let y'all know who we got going into next year. All right. So, can you all see that? Okay. Yes. So, our first round pick was Treylon Burks from Arkansas. Second round pick, Roger McCreary, the corner from Auburn. Round 3, Nicholas Petit-Frere, the offensive right tackle from Ohio State. Round 3, we got the quarterback, of course, Malik Willis out of Liberty. I'm sure y'all want to know a lot about him. And then round 4, we picked up Hassan Haskins, the running back out of Michigan, the 5 touchdown against Ohio State. Hassan Haskins. We got round 4, Chigoziem Okonkwo, a.k.a. Chig, out of Maryland, the tight end. Round 5, we got Kyle Phillips, the wide receiver, slot receiver out of UCLA. Round 6, we got the Nashville native, Overton High School, Theo Jackson, corner/safety out of Tennessee. And our last pick is the tackling machine, Chance Campbell, out of Ole Miss. So, We got LG said, "Hell Wildcats, let's go BCU
Is
graduate."
this Bethune-Cookman? Like, hey, LG, let me know. Put a yeah in the chat if that's Bethune-Cookman. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
So those are our draft picks.
Before we get started, does my mic sound better?
Sounds much better, dude.
Okay.
Roll with it.
Right.
That sounds good.
I know what happened. That was technical difficulties. But he came through with the $10 super chat.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Thank
Bryce Tubbs. Hey, bro. Do-do-do-do. Boom. Bryce Tubbs in the building. In the building. Bryce.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it, good brother. Thank you
We
kindly,
do.
sir.
We do.
All right. So you all want to know about these draft picks. Jacques and I just been going, man, since the draft, man, we've been really looking forward to this, man. And we want to, first of all, say appreciated John Robinson, man. He was out there wheeling and dealing like Ric Flair, man. Woo! Ric Flair, wheeling and dealing. Diamond ring wearing, gold chain wearing, limousine driving, airplane riding, John Robinson. Woo! J-Rob, appreciate it, bro. All right, so let's look at our first round pick, man. All right. Treylon Burks out of Arkansas. The first round pick number 18 from Philadelphia via New Orleans via trade. Treylon Burks is now a member of the Tennessee Titans. We were able to move up 8 picks, and we got the wide receiver. So have you all had an opportunity to see this guy play? If not, we're going to show you what's up, man. So, Jacques,
yes, sir.
What you think about Treylon Burks, bro?
Man, Treylon is, to me, but they say the best receiver in the draft. I mean, these are rookies, so hopefully you're gonna get the Justin Jefferson, the Jamar Chase effect, right? But he played in the SEC 1, first round pick 2, and he's AJ Brown and Deebo Samuels mixed together, right? Not as fast. He's not the fastest guy. Okay, I can take that, right? Matter of fact, you might say AJ Brown's a little bit faster than him, but I love the pick. The pick was dope, man. The pick was amazing. And each year that he progressed in school, he got better, right? I think Hawk, I don't know if you have his stats, but I think his second year was like 100-something yards, and then his junior year or whatever, the second year, sophomore year, I think it was like 800-something yards, and then I think this year was like 1,100-something yards.
1,100 yards, that's correct.
Yeah, so each year he got better. And that shows me when a player progresses each year, that transitions to the NFL very well. Now, his rookie season, you're asking a lot from.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll talk about the AJ Brown thing later. But you're asking him a lot. You put a lot of pressure on his shoulders to say, hey, Treylon, we want you to come out here and be the number 1 receiver. Now, if we didn't do that for AJ Brown, how can we make that happen for Treylon Burks, right?
Yeah.
But if I ask, do I like the pick? I love the pick, right? If I'm going to trade AJ Brown away, let me get his clone, right? Let me get a younger version of AJ Brown, a cheaper version of AJ Brown, and at least make me feel some type of better. Because I'm telling y'all, I was in New Orleans, and that trade went down, and I had to pull me back some, man, because that didn't feel right. That felt like a girlfriend just left me. But if I got to ask and say, do I love the pick? I like the pick, man. I give you some strengths and weaknesses. The strength, man, of course, he's a big body receiver, right? He catches with his hands. He's a pure receiver. Now, I'm not saying AJ Brown is not, but he's a pure receiver. He knows how to run routes. Weaknesses, blocking. He's not the best blocker, right? And the Titans love their receivers that can block. He blocks, but is not aggressive. So I know that's something Vrabel is going to really clean up on him. Like, hey, get in there and block. Get in there and block. He got on the Julio for not blocking. So Treylon better strap up his boots and get ready for that tough love, because that's one thing that stood out to me on film. I was like, he's okay. And then sometimes his body comes out of his breaks. I love how he comes out of his breaks, but also I would like to see him a little bit aggressive. So that's just me. What about you, Hawk?
Man, that's a great breakdown. Facts, no paper. Treylon Burks. And then after I break my analysis down, we actually going to show you video clips of Treylon Burks as well, too. So we got some footage as well to sort of go for what we're talking about. So Treylon Burks, this is a great pickup here. This was definitely a wide receiver draft, and we were lucky enough to grab one of those receivers. I mean, if you trade AJ Brown, you got to have somebody in that place, right? And Treylon Burks, when you look at his size, he's 6'2", 225. So he's a big dude. What I liked about Treylon Burks is that he showed up against the big-time teams, a la Alabama, a la Texas A&M. Watch the tape on the Texas A&M game. He lit them up, man. And what I like a lot about what's that?
When they play Alabama?
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to show the clips when we played against Alabama. So what I like a lot about Treylon Burks, like you said, Jacques, there's going to be a lot of undue pressure on Treylon Burks, and I really hope the fans have that expectation that his rookie year, don't expect him to be A.J. Brown right up front. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he does better than that, that's cool, because in order to beat A.J. Brown, you know how many yards he has to average a game, bro, to get more yards than A.J. Brown? 63 yards a game. 63.
Wow.
So there's on ESPN just yesterday, there was an announcer that stated that he felt that, I'm trying to think who it was. If somebody knows, put it in the comment section, that he feels that Treylon Burks could be the rookie of the year, because again, he would be in position to be that, especially if we don't sign another receiver. But Treylon Burks, a big strength of him is, again, he plays big in big games, and when he catches the ball, he has good upline speed. You know, he's not super fast, but he has good directional speed. He gets up the field. He don't waste a lot of time juking. He gets up the field, and he's a low. Like, he's not easy to tackle. He was number 4 in college football in yards after catch. Yards after catch as a wide receiver, okay? 10 yards after each catch is what he had. Number 4 in all of college football. That says a lot. That's A.J. Brown-esque, right? So we have a warrior at receiver, as you stated, got better every year, and he's hungry. He plays very, very well. I think a weakness of him as well is better route running. I want to see him use his feet more. He does a lot of striding off the line of scrimmage, you know, when he's running his routes. I didn't see a lot of film of him cutting up DBs at the line of scrimmage. You know, he believes a lot in his strength and his size, which is good. But same issue with A.J. Brown a lot of times too. Not a lot of movement up front, really beating DBs. You just throw him the ball, he can get the ball, and we'll show you in these clips. But I think that's a weakness of him. But I would just say lower the expectation. Treylon Burks not going to come in here and just – but I do think he can do something, man. So, all right, Stanley Wilson, what's up, man? What do you got on that shop?
$5 super chase says, I kind of think J-Rob was scared to re-sign AJ due to him missing some games, then having surgery on both knees. AJ's good, but we got to think about that. Hey, great. But like I said, we'll get into that when we talk about AJ. But hey, sure. Stanley, facts no paper, bro.
Absolutely. Stanley, do-do-do-do. Boom. Stanley Wilson in town, in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stanley, we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate
it, bro. Thank you.
So,
thank you.
We're going to show you all some video clip or so of Treylon Burks, you know what I'm saying, as far as what we're receiving as a receiver in our first round. I do feel that he will have a lot of opportunities here as either wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. He will get the opportunity to definitely make his play. So let's look at this. Now, there's audio here, so we can't really talk during this particular clip, but we'll show you what we got. This is against Alabama. Hold up a second here. All right, where is it at? Let's go. Boom.
Got to hurry. He's going to go that way and got it complete to Burks. Burks on the run. Treylon Burks, can he make it all the way? He can. Touchdown, Arkansas.
That's a gutsy call from this Arkansas offense. 3 men to the bottom. It's 3-on-2. Neff says it's 1-on-1 to the top.
Now, y'all notice how he beat the DB. I'm going to show it just right one more time. I'm going to show the whole clip, but I want to show you how he fights for the football against an NFL corner because this guy got drafted as well.
Got to hurry. He's going to go that way and got it complete to Burks. Burks on the run. Treylon Burks, can he make it all the way? He can.
So that shows you right there, right, Jacques?
He's strong. He's strong. He, like I said, that's AJ Brown-esque. He literally AJ Brown's the same way. He's strong. He's very strong when it comes to certain style of DBs, right? Yep. But the difference between him and AJ was a 2nd-round pick, and in that particular Ole Miss offense, DK Metcalf was the focal point, right?
Yep.
In this offense, Treylon Burks is the focal point. So that's the difference between them two. How can it transfer to the NFL, right?
Yep.
So and Bryce, you're right. I did hear about Treylon's with his shoulders. I think correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was his shoulder in that game or something with his arm or something. But he was hurt in that game, and you couldn't tell. Couldn't tell at all.
Yeah. Agreed. I didn't know that, so that's new news to me. And Pick Wiggle, I want to know the same thing too. What numbers he gonna wear? Burks. 16 is available. You know what I'm saying? And 7 is available for Willis. So I do as whatever Willis, I'm gonna be rocking that jersey pretty soon. I might see me wearing that Willis jersey at some point. Maybe even the Treylon Burks jersey. We got plenty of Titan jerseys around here for sure, man.
Chest to shoulder. Yeah, that's what I thought. He was, man. I think the Alabama game I was really impressed with because it was against Alabama, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The best of the best. Like if you can perform against the best of the best and make something and do something, you good, man.
That's right, dude. That's right. So what do y'all think of Treylon Burks from what you've just seen and for what we've just told you all? Like, it's pretty spot on for what we're saying about Treylon Burks. And I was able to see about 2 games of him this past season. Again, we are in SEC country here in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So, the SEC is on TV all the time. We're able to see that. Jacques is he's talked a lot about the quarterback, even from Arkansas, throwing them the football, things like that. So Arkansas has some playmakers, and Treylon Burks was their number 1 guy for sure.
Hey, like he said, Arkansas has up and coming playmakers, guys. Just pay attention to Arkansas. They putting out some people next year. So definitely.
For sure. So okay, all right. Well, that's Treylon Burks, folks. Treylon Burks, our number 1 pick, round 1, pick 18. So our second pick. Tighten up, Damon Beverly. What's good?
Damon, what up, brother? Hey, you here? Hey, it don't matter how you get here. You here?
Yep, that's right. You here? So, all right, Jacques. So our second round pick, man, that we have here is the cornerback from Auburn. This boy right here, Roger McCreary. Roger McCreary, the corner, Auburn Tigers, 23. So, Jacques, I'm gonna let you lead on this, and the reason I say that too is because Jacques has been telling me about him for a while before we drafted him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he's been on his radar. So, talk to us, Jacques. What you got, man?
So with Roger, man, like you said, I peeped Roger out about a couple of months ago. And I don't remember when I came to, because I called Hawk. I said, hey, you need to check out Roger McCreary from Auburn, man. This kid is battle tested. First thing that stood out to me, I said, man, he's in the SEC. That's number 1, right? 2, he's went against some of the best receivers in the game. Jamar Chase, Jamison Williams, Michi, Justin Jefferson. I think he went against Justin Jefferson as well because he's a senior.
Right.
Treylon Burks. He went against Treylon Burks. And he damn near shut down all of them. The kid is not the fastest. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's not the fastest, but his technique. He's a very twitchy kid. His hips movement is very, very fluid. And he's always in your hip pocket. He's a very sticky corner. And when I seen film, I was amazed. Now, shout out to John Robinson for getting a second-round pick because we know our second-round picks tend to show up. And I know this pick was kind of confusing to everybody because I've seen a lot of people, why do we pick a DB? Me and Hawk actually kicked the tires around about picking a DB. But we didn't think it was serious. In our mock draft, we picked DBs either early or late or in the later rounds. But we didn't think we were gonna get a second round pick. We should have been smarter than that. We should have known that, but they throw a monkey wrench and everything, so we don't know. But with Roger, I love the pick. When I got the pick, man, I jumped up and down and I took off running because I was like, yes, this cornerback room needs help. Okay. Not saying we were bad, but we were what, 20? Correct me if I'm wrong, Hawk. Were we 25th or 22nd in the league in passing?
Yeah, I think like 22nd in the league in pass defense.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not good.
It was bad.
That's not good, right?
Right.
That's not good. So what that tells me is we know Elijah Molden comes off the field on third downs because he's not a third down guy. You can put him in there, but we seen what happened. He gets burnt every time. Christian Kirk ate him up, right? When we play Arizona. Yep. So now you can say, hey, Roger, go out there. You our third down guy. We know we can trust you on these particular situations, and you good. The good thing about him, he's coming into an already established cornerback room where communication, he can get up to speed like that. It's not like you bringing in, like this whole room is new. So the good thing is, hey, he's there. Weakness, speed, right? Doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the length either. He doesn't have long arms. I think he has some short arms. So
he does.
That can kind of hurt him in the NFL, but his technique will save him. So I love the pick, man. What about you, Hawk?
Yeah, Jacques, man, bro. Man, I can pretty much just take what you said and put on the sandwich, man, and take that, go home with it, man. Seriously. But so Roger McCreary, okay? So this guy here, again, 4 years at Auburn, 3-year starter. What's impressive is that he's a first-team All-American. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? First-team All-American, okay? There's a lot of good corners that were out there in this draft. And Roger McCreary, a lot of people had him as a first-round pick. but they question his speed and things. But let me tell you about him, man. Do we need a corner? Absolutely. And even in our mock draft, within our first 2 picks, we had corner. You know what I'm saying? So apparently we thought the same thing well before the draft even started, right? Even though we didn't have a second round pick, we knew we needed to get a corner early. So this thing about this as well is the health and status of Caleb Farley. Will Caleb Farley be ready? That's the question. And even if he is, that's fine. You still put McCreary out there. You have our whole secondary out there ready to go. You cannot have enough corners. Right now in the NFL, the premium position has been wide receiver. As crazy as that's been, right? So what do you do to guard against that? Because these receivers out here getting paid like crazy, like quarterbacks. You get you some corners, right?
Yep.
So Roger McCreary, let me tell you what Jameson Williams said about Roger McCreary. He said he's the best corner that he's ever went against. Hear what I just said. Jameson Williams, who, if he was not hurt, would have been the first pick of the draft for sure for the Jags. No question about that. Said the best corner he played was against Roger McCreary. McCreary's played against everybody. Everybody. If they've been in the SEC in the last 5 years, McCreary's been on him. What's so cool about McCreary is most of his defense has been one-on-one. He hasn't been zone. He's been covering them one-on-one. So this guy is battle tested. He's gonna go out there and be like, "Oh, it's just a breeze. This is just what I do." Right? It's like me cutting my hair. I have no hair. I'm bald. It's what I do. Right? It's nothing new to me. Right?
Great
It's
point,
a different
Hall.
building. Right?
Facts, no paper.
Yes, sir. So McCreary will definitely be ready. And to Danko's point, man, hey, Roger Jameson Williams, exactly, got ejected from exactly. Roger McCreary, hey, dude is a beast at corner, man. And so the strengths, Jacques, you hit it wide open, man, with how, when it comes to coverage, he knows where you're going, right? He runs the route for the receiver. He literally sticks with the receiver, okay? Yes. And even when he gets spun around or maybe get misdirected, he's still on the same path. He's not stumbling and falling on the ground. He's still within the path of coverage. So I think that's going to be very important because he is a man corner. He is a man corner for sure. The weakness is speed. He's not a burner. Yeah, you'll see on tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's ever a receiver line with him or whatever, that could be a challenge for him because he's not tall, nor does he have long arms. But he's gonna give you his all. He's gonna play tough. He plays great in run support. He will be ready. So that's my coverage on him, man. So we do got tape with him as well. So I want you all to look at that. And Jacques, we'll be able to talk through this one, brother.
Yes, we will. Yes,
man.
We will.
Yep. So Jacques, I'm gonna let you take the microphone on that, bro. All right. All right, Roger McCreary. Check him out, y'all. Let me take this banner off here. All right, so here's some video clips of Roger McCreary, again, playing against some big-time competition. Against John Mechie at that, too, who was drafted by the Houston Texans round 2. So let's check him out.
All right, if y'all can hear me, look at this. Look at his hips. Look at the position he's in. Look at his hips. Look how he turned down. He's very twitchy. Got his head around. Something that I like about Roger, he gets his head around when the ball is in the air, right? He's always looking forward instead of looking backwards. He's amazing, man. He's amazing. And he's smart. He's an intelligent corner as well. So like Hawk said, when he gets turned around, look how he's able to close that gap with that breakaway speed, right? Kid is amazing. Kid is amazing.
Yeah, man.
He's twitchy. You that one play, did you see how he was technical with it? Like he turned. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Look at them hips. Look at the hips. Look at the hips right here. Boom, boom. You see that? You see that? Boom, boom. That's how you want your corner's hips to be. Very technical, very fluid. Not me. When I played corner, I had tight hips. My hips were very tight. Case in point, that's why I got switched to safety. Tall corners, we got to loosen up our hips. But McCreary and Fulton, man, and this is a competition that's about to heat up in training camp. Yeah, Caleb Farley, McCreary, Fulton, Molden. How do you use these guys when it all makes sense? When it all comes together, I've been seeing like around the league, the Bills got the best secondary, the Ravens got the best secondary. And I'm like, okay, that's cool and all. But at the same time, why are we not talking about the Titans? Titans got one of the 2 best safeties in the league, and we're not even getting no love.
Yep.
Guys, just wait on it. It's about to get nice in here. I'm telling you. McCreary, like I said, I told Hawk I've been high on this kid since last year, man. So salute to the Titans.
Absolutely. And you all see the coverage. And those guys he was going against are NFL receivers, right? He's used to it. He's used to it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. I like
you
that
heard it
too.
here first. So if y'all hear it here first, Titan Rob said
Titan
it.
Rob.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. I like that.
I like that too.
I like that.
and he will get an opportunity to play in that realm as well, for sure. Given our front four on defense, we're gonna run some man coverage. Will he be ready? For sure. You know what I'm saying?
So what up, Latoya? What up?
What up, Latoya?
What up?
What's happening?
I'm gonna add to this too. Look at our conference. The AFC is stacked with quarterbacks.
Yep.
Stacked with receivers.
That's right.
It's the same concept. So yeah.
Yep. So okay, so we went over Treylon Burks and now Roger McCreary. Good breakdown of both of those players. Tell me, hey, you all thought as well too. And when you're watching the film or listening to what we have to say, hey, you can bring in your own opinion as well too, and we'll pop it up on the screen. All right, so our third round pick, number 69. I think I'm echoing, Jock.
You good? You sound good. No feedback on my end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing feedback.
Sound good for me. I don't know.
All right. Nicholas Petit-Frere, the offensive tackle, Ohio State. Mike Vrabel's alum. Yep. So here's for Petit-Frere. I got to get used to saying the name.
Petit-Frere.
Yep. NPF.
I like that. To shorten it up.
NPF in the house, man. This guy's an intellectual too, man. This guy's a smart guy. I don't know if you all have heard him talking in his interview. Like, dude he's an intellectual guy. Like, he could probably do some things after he retires, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a smart guy. So this guy's a tackle. So I'm gonna break this guy down, Jacques.
Break him down,
Hawk. So Nicholas is he's a lean offensive tackle, because even when he came out of high school, wasn't really a big guy from my understanding. Tall, lanky, actually, picked up a lot of weight. And, he's got very good height, 6'5.5", about 315. So he's got good size. The one thing that I saw from him was that he was better at right tackle than at left tackle. Okay. When he played against Michigan at left tackle, Aiden Hutchinson gave him all that he could ask for. Aiden Hutchinson was eating him alive. I'm not going to lie to you. But when they ended up moving him to right tackle, that's where he played his best. And he will have all the opportunity in the world to start for the Tennessee Titans. What I liked about him, again, is his durability. He played every game, didn't have any injuries. He didn't miss any games because of injuries. Started 2 years for Ohio State. That's a big thing, right? And what I like about him as well, too, he's a better pass blocker than run blocker. And last year, that's where we struggled in pass blocking. Mm-hmm. He could get better at his run blocking, but he's a very good pass blocker because he's fast, he's lean, and he's got some mobility. So I think this is a very good pick to pick in the third round. As you all know, the last several picks we picked in the first round of offensive linemen has not panned out, especially with Isaiah Wilson. It is what it is. But this is and then even last year with Dylan Radins in the second round, that's still out there. We'll see how he does if they move him to guard and have Nicholas Petit-Frere to start. But again, we don't know much about the rookies quite yet until they get on the field. You know what I'm saying? But he has an opportunity to get some playing time, if not to start. And I think this is a great pickup here at this spot. A lot of people were high on him. And again, I'm telling you, he needs to stay at right tackle because he struggled at left tackle. And again, I only saw the one game against Aiden Hutchinson, who's the second pick of the draft. Aiden Hutchinson eating him alive. And that's, he's going to play against guys like that. So a strength, very good length, very versatile, durable. Those things are important. Weaknesses, again, I think a lot of times he allows guys to put moves on him when he was at left tackle on the inside. He plays kind of wide, and then guys just go right on the inside and get sacked. So he has to be careful with that. So what about for you, Jacques?
Man, you broke it down to the T, bro. I'm actually going to just add this to it. Versatility. What you just told me, he played left and right. Vrabel them love their versatile guys. That's what they love. They love versatile guys. When we drafted him, it made sense. I said, you know what? This kid is going to start. It wouldn't surprise me if he actually gets to start this year, right?
Yep.
It's going to happen. He has nice size, like you said, nice length. He's very lanky. And pass protection, like you said, when I watched tape, I was like, nah, this kid is damn good in pass protection. So, no, I love the pickup. I like the pick. I love the pick. I was like, hey, he can be our future. And like you said, he's very, very, very smart. So that's another thing. Titans love smart, physical football players, right?
Yep.
So definitely. I say, man, hey, Do your thing. And we needed pass blockers, as Danko said. We needed them bad because the O-line struggled. So Taylor gets hurt, you know how things go. So if, like you said, if Dylan can pan out, and then you got the same what's his name? Nate Davis,
Taylor
Ben
Lewan,
Jones,
Ben
Taylor
Jones.
Lewan,
Yep.
Dalen Radens, and Brewer, the other guy that we got who's versatile. If this offensive line can communicate and get better, hey, straight. So I like the pickup, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I do too, man. So we'll show you all a few clips of him as well too. Give you all an opportunity to see how he plays. This is him playing at right tackle. So I'm gonna show you all the clips here. So he's at right tackle here. You can see him going against Will Anderson out of Alabama, who was drafted as well. You can see again here pass blocking. He's on the right tackle here, holding his ground. Didn't allow Will Anderson to get where he wanted to, making a call out as well too. Again, wide base, shoulders up, feet, shoulders up, head up, got the block. Doing the same thing here. Those things translate very well in the NFL. 78 right here, staying on them, right?
Oh, he is doing a good job too.
Yep, staying on them. This was 2 years ago against Justin Fields. You say, hey, knock Will Anderson down, right? Again, you can tell pass blocking is his strength. They're right tackle, right? Good punch. Knock them down. That's how you block.
Very physical.
Very physical, for sure. So, want to show you all that, you know what I'm saying, to kind of give you all an idea of what type of tackle he is. A lot of speed, a lot of mobility. As you can all tell, again, that's kind of what we can break down for Nicholas Petit-Frere. So, what do you all think, man, from what you just saw? For sure. Cool, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Jacques. So that was our third round pick, folks. Nicholas Petit-Frere.
Yep.
All right. So, Jacques.
Uh-oh.
Next round, bro.
The shocker.
Boom. The quarterback out of Liberty, Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. That's down the street.
Yep.
Quarterback, number 7, Malik Willis. Hey, Malik, welcome, man. Welcome to Nashville, dog. Welcome, man. So, Jacques.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got the smoke on this one, bro. Hey, bring the smoke, Jacques. Bring the smoke about that boy, Malik Willis, bro.
So,
brother.
When did I bring Malik to your attention?
I said 2 years, about a year and a half ago. Kind of.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Right when everything was starting to start up for him. Yep.
Okay.
Brought him to my attention for sure.
And I mentioned him on some of the shows. I've mentioned him. I said, hey, y'all need to check out Malik Willis. I mentioned the Big Mike. I'm like, Malik Willis. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? Malik Willis. I see traits.
Look at that boy, man.
I've seen this kid play. Okay. Now, we talk about ceiling, right? Talking about the ceiling up there, right?
Yep.
His high ceiling, Josh Allen, okay? Josh freaking Allen, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. When I watched this kid play in 2020, he had just got transfer from Auburn, right?
Yep.
He's at Auburn trying to do his thing. Boom, 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 whatever. Okay. Bo Nix came in, quote unquote, saved the day, but we see where Auburn is at now, right? He got there, and you can tell it was a quarterback that was getting his feet wet, but he didn't have a talented team like he did in Auburn, right? Offensive line is not good. Receivers are okay. It's okay, right? But I see a kid that made it work from 2020 to 2021. I'm looking at a kid that arm strength. Now, we talk about the top quarterbacks in the league right now, right?
Yep.
Josh Allen, what does he have? A big arm, strong, right?
Yep.
Slaying that thing. Patrick Mahomes, slaying that thing. Justin Herbert can slaying that thing, right?
Yep.
Joe Burrow can slaying that thing, right? What do they have in common? They was all in the playoffs this year, right?
Yep.
2 was in the AFC Championship. But what we say as Titans fans, we don't have nothing like that. We got a Ryan Tannehill. Nothing wrong with Ryan Tannehill, but we don't have that. We got to get younger, right? So, Damon, you are spot the hell on, okay?
Y'all see this? Y'all see the jersey, man? I got that on purpose, by the way. Go ahead, Jacques, man.
Spot the hell on. When I see Malik play, I'm looking and say, man, this kid look like Steve, right? From the things that he can do, the throws that he make, he's athletic, he's fast, he's strong. He got a strong base. He got a strong base. Now, when he throws the ball, you know, when you're playing quarterback, you got to have that flat base and that base that's wide, right? Boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But when I'm watching him play this year, he improved in the pocket. He knows how to move the pocket. He knows how to extend plays. What happened to us every time? Kyler Murray kills us, right?
Yep.
Josh Allen kills us, right? These quarterbacks can extend. Aaron Rodgers, they can extend the play. They're off-script quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, off-script freaking quarterbacks.
Facts.
These quarterbacks are off-script. When they get to going off-script, you already know. All right? So when I see this kid, I'm like, man, this kid is amazing. There's a couple of plays. If you guys haven't seen any film on him, I know a lot of people say they have, but a lot of people haven't. This kid makes Patrick Mahomes throws, okay? I seen him do a 360. You know, I think it was when I forgot who they were playing.
Probably my alma mater, Middle Tennessee State.
It probably was. They spun this man. He did a 360, caught himself and threw a 40-yard bomb and completed the pass. And I said, what the hell? Okay? That's special. Now, I will say this. There is flaws in this game, okay? He's going to have to get in the NFL, and he's getting the perfect situation to just chill. Learn the game.
Yep.
Let it slow down. When he goes through his progressions, it's like a false progression because he'll look, and then he already knows in his mind who he's going to throw it to, right?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? But boom, then he throws it. He's going to learn what to do. And when I say arm strength, his arms is so strong. He can zip a ball so strong that sometimes his receivers have to catch you with their body. If you're not a hands catcher, you catch it with your body. It kind of puts you back, like it recoils you, right? Go back and watch some film. It was two quarterbacks that was the best in the Senior Bowl. I tell you, I did my homework this year on these quarterbacks. It was Malik Willis and Desmond Ridder, right? And Malik got the start early. And Malik was, yeah. And I said, whoa. Now imagine him, not saying he'll beat out Tannehill, but imagine him and Derrick Henry in the backfield together. And you're trying to say, who do I tackle? Right?
Yep.
What do I do? Then you add Treylon Burks to the mix, and we'll talk about the other draft pick, but you add him to the mix. This shocked me. This really, 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 really shocked me. And you're right, Lou. Steve McNair and Eddie George-ish, right?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, when I say arm strength, guys, we don't even have a deep threat. We don't have a deep receiver that he can throw it to like that.
Yeah.
You're really going to have to scheme. So you're going to have to get somebody in here that's fast and to scheme somebody in here because he's so – when I see him come out – when I see him hike the ball, he's ready to go, okay? There's no hesitation. He's ready to go. And it's just everybody at Liberty was so slow around him. It just made him look faster. You see what I'm saying? When they played Ole Miss, he was about the best person on that field when they played Ole Miss.
Yep.
And his offensive line wasn't blocking for him. He was trying to win that game by himself.
Facts. No paper.
I've been watching this kid for 2 years, man. When we got this pick, I was shocked, but at the same time, I was like, good job, guys.
Yep.
Because you possibly got your franchise. And to bring somebody in that's on that Steve McNair level, man, you kind of made up for the AJ
No problem,
Brown
John.
pick.
No problem at all, man. No problem.
Hey, thank you, John. I appreciate it, bro.
No problem, man. I like to wheel and deal, man. I'm a
Hey,
wheel and dealer out
you
here,
definitely do a damn good job. I will
No
say
problem.
that.
Yes, sir.
I
Absolutely.
will
Thank
say
you, John.
that.
Thank you.
I will say that. So I just with this pick, man, and I know the fan base is split on quarterback, who we should have got, who we shouldn't have get, but you got to remember who fits your system, who fits your scheme. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And to me, Malik, he checked off all the boxes, especially with the NFL. And I'll let you get to you. I'll get to you in a minute, Hawk.
You straight.
But since the NFL is changing to a whole new system of quarterbacks, most of the quarterbacks in the NFL now are athletic guys that are off-script guys that they would have got criticized back in our day when we would watch quarterbacks. Steve McNair, a lot of people in Tennessee, we love Steve McNair, but Steve McNair didn't get love because he's not your traditional pocket passer, right? Yep. We went through the generation of pocket passers. Now you're going through the generation of athletes. That's why Lamar Jackson is able to succeed. That's why Josh Allen, you can say the same thing about Josh Allen. He runs the ball. He likes running. Justin Herbert likes running, right? Yep. Why does Malik get criticized for it? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you put yourself in the new age. Hell, Matt Corral runs. Matter of fact, he's more crazier than Malik.
Right.
Desmond Ridder. If you don't have any athleticism to you, I'm sorry, it's not going to get drafted. His coach, Malik, and then I'm going to get to you, Hawk. Malik's coach literally said the same thing. He said, man, y'all not doing nothing different in the NFL than we are in college. This is why these kids are able to transition. So don't be surprised if the transition is a lot easier for Malik and you start hearing, mark my words, if y'all hear about him in training camp, and I'm saying this today is May the 3rd, 2022. Training camp is in August, right? If you hear about Malik Willis throwing crazy passes in training camp, no-look passes, doing crazy stuff in training camp, we got us a dime. I don't start him right away. Sit him and let him continue to learn. What you think, Hawk?
Dude, that's an awesome breakdown, bro. That's a show in itself, what you just said, man. So I'm going to address this real quick from Bryce Tubbs. I think it's a great question. Why do you think we took Willis over Corral? So I got an answer for that. I saw a lot of Corral's game, a whole lot of Ole Miss games. I've told Jacques this. Corral is literally John Manziel Jr. He is Johnny Manziel all over. And Matt Corral, he's a good quarterback, throws the ball and everything. What's scary about Matt Corral is that he's very small. Now, he's like 6 foot, like 185. And he runs a lot. And he's a great leader. I mean, he's all Ole Miss had on offense. The game ran through him. But unlike Malik Willis, Malik Willis is built like Russell Wilson. Yep. Matt Corral's built like a receiver. So in the NFL, I don't know how that's going to last. He played against great competition for sure. But then when you look at the throwing, there's not a competition. Malik Willis is a much better thrower than Matt Corral. It's not even a question on that. That's not even that. I don't even think that's on the same plane. So I give Corral props because he got drafted as well in the 3rd round to the Carolina Panthers. He has an opportunity, but that's what would be my scare for him. But let's talk about Malik Willis, man. So when we drafted him, man, I couldn't believe it, man. I was jumping up and down, man. I was making a lot of noise. My wife was looking at me kind of weird. Couldn't believe it, right? Because I was just like, I can't believe we just drafted Malik Willis. And I had friends texting, who do y'all think we draft? Everybody kept saying, man, I hope we draft Malik Willis. Everybody was saying it at the same time, and then we did. And in our mock draft, we didn't say we draft a quarterback. So I will say that. But the difference is we went from 7 picks to 11 picks. And so if we did our show and we had 11 picks, I guarantee you we would have said quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got that many picks. You might as well take a risk on a quarterback. Malik Willis's game will transcend very well in the NFL, okay? He has a rocket arm. Case in point, when B.Y. and Marcus Mariota was drafted, though both of them were superb winners. And I know people will second-guess things or whatever. When you look at their record, like, wow. But I didn't think coming into the league like they had a rocket arm. I knew they could run, and they made great plays. This guy can throw. There's no question about it. He throws the ball on a needle. We are lucky to get him in the 3rd round, man. We're lucky, dude. Okay?
Very.
The question is, why does he go to the 3rd round? That's the question, right? And I think my caveat to that is 2 reasons. To the point of Bryce, competition. I think that's a part of it. He played it in smaller conference, and his height. He's only 6 foot tall. I think that's what played into it. If he played at Auburn, where he played at first, and he did the same thing, he was about 6'2", he's a first-round pick. He's a first-round pick. So Malik Willis's game does translate very well into the NFL. Throwing, his running ability is unbelievable. He runs out, he scrambles. And this is what I like, too. And we're going to show clips of him as well, too. His is more of a highlight reel, okay?
Yes.
So Malik Willis's junior season, he took off running too much, okay? He did. That's it, Hut. He looked once, gone. He must have been coached up in the offseason because in his last year, he actually went through his progressions before he ran the football. To your point, Sean, if you watch those games against Middle Tennessee State, my alum, their offensive line is terrible. Terrible. Liberty receivers were not that bad, in my opinion, because they caught the passes, right? They got there. Even though Malik Willis was throwing the ball in between defenders, and then the ball was right there to the receiver. I was like, that's an amazing throw. That's a first-round pick throw. That's some Patrick Mahomes type of throws, right? But his offensive line was so terrible. He literally was running on a string on every single play. But he made plays. And what I liked the most when I saw him play against Middle Tennessee State, he's a freaking leader, okay? He would go up and down the field smacking people's helmets. When they score a touchdown, he was the most hype. He'd run down from one side of the field down to where they were, clapping, jumping up and things like that. That's what we need here, okay? And I know people are going to talk about Ryan Tannehill. We'll talk about that as far as, for what he said about him as far as, being a mentor and things like that. But I'm going to tell y'all something. For a third-round pick, there's not a lot of pressure on him, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a first-round pick. So we can utilize him as a project early, right? Practice, learning, studying, and those things, right? There's no pressure to throw him out there. He's not a first-round pick. And then as well, too, in a third-round pick, up front, there's not a lot of money up front from an investment standpoint. So he can earn his pay. He can earn his pay.
$5 million.
Yep. He can earn it by his third year. If he balls out, then he can get paper. So we have 2 to 3 years to develop him. And that's one thing the Titans do. We develop very well. You know what I'm saying? So the strengths of Malik Willis, rocket freaking arm. It's not a quarterback in the draft that got an arm like Malik Willis. That's a fact. We're not saying it because we're Titans fans. I would have said it if he got drafted by the Colts. Shout out to the Colt fan that's in here. Eddie James. What's going on, Eddie James? What's happening? Has a rocket arm. He's a winner. He's a leader. There's no question about that. And his running ability is phenomenal. It's not average. It's phenomenal. I'd say right now, he's probably the third best runner in the NFL right now. Okay. Right today, without playing a single game in the league. Okay. I think the weaknesses of him, he's got to overcome his height because he is short. He is short. And he's got to overcome that. He's got to find ways against taller defensive linemen, unlike playing schools like Old Dominion. You know what I'm saying? Schools like that. He's going to have to find a way to beat he's not playing against North Carolina State. He's playing against the Panthers. He's playing against the 49ers. And he's playing in the NFL against tall defensive linemen. So that's something he'll have to adjust to. But I really like this pick for sure. So we're going to go into watching the highlight of Malik Willis, y'all. These aren't really video clips. These are actual highlights. I'm going to cut that on right now. And I want you all to see what we're talking about, man. It's pretty much on point.
They showed it in there. Did you see the spin?
It did. It did.
And Russell Wilson's short too.
Yep, he is. He is, man. He is. So, I mean, y'all can see he's running for his life, right? You see that, right? Running for his life, but still able to make those throws. His deep ball is amazing. So, as a third-round pick, I mean, this is phenomenal. So yeah, man. Hey, we appreciate the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? His off terrible. So, all right, cool. Malik Willis, third-round pick, man. Third-round pick. All right, Shop. That was Malik Willis, sir. Okay, so our next round pick that we have, man, we're in the fourth round now. So we got that boy from Michigan, Hassan Haskins. Hassan Haskins, Michigan. Let me pull him up, man. This is Hassan Haskins, stiff arming somebody from Ohio State. That's kind of what he'd been doing. Like this is nothing but just milk and cereal, man. This is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So Hassan Haskins. All right, Jacques, the running back from Michigan. So Hassan Haskins, this guy here, 6'2", 230. It's a big running back, man. Okay. So J-Rob, again, hey man, hey bro, you really do like drafting clones, man.
Yes, I like do,
to kind of keep the script going, right?
Hey, we got to run it back, man. We got to definitely do what we got to do. And yeah, I really thank you, man. And I love Willing and Dylan. That's why I go to Vegas every other weekend, man. Just to sharpen on my skills, get them.
For sure, J-Rob. Appreciate it, man. So Haskins, did you all watch the Michigan-Ohio State game? The game was hyped, right? Somebody had 5 touchdowns in that game. Mr. Haskins himself. 5 touchdowns, okay? This guy had 20 touchdowns last year alone. 20. That's a lot of touchdowns. Like 2 touchdowns a game damn near, right? Haskins is a bruiser, okay? This guy here runs the ball with a vengeance. All right. We have a bruising running back. So you want to give Derrick Henry carries? You give him 2 or 3 carries. We got Haskins coming back with some carries, right? We're going to keep pounding and pounding and pounding. And what I like about it, again, we got Dontrell Hilliard too, maybe our third down back. But I like the fact that you get a guy where you can spell Derrick Henry some carries. You know, we don't want to dog Derrick Henry with 30 carries a game. Give Derrick 25, 20, maybe 20 carries. Give him 20 carries. Get Haskins 10. You know what I'm saying? Give him an opportunity to keep running down the throats of the defenses, right? And we picked this guy up, and I couldn't believe he was available. And I like the way that he blocks. His blocking is unbelievable. When you see him going down the field, he literally looks for DBs to destroy. All I ask y'all to do is watch film. He does this, okay? 20 touchdowns last year, a big running back. He breaks a lot of tackles. You don't stiff arm people. He just runs people over. That's just what he does. And he's a hurdler. This guy jumps over everybody. Like, it's like a natural reaction to this guy when he's running in the open field. He's always jumping over people, man. So that's kind of something that he does. But a strength of Haskins, he's big, he's strong, and again, he carries the football very, very well, man. Didn't do a lot of turnovers. Arian Foster, that's a pretty good comparison right there for sure. Haskins, this guy here can carry a load. And I think a weakness of Haskins, he's not very fast. You know, I mean, not a speed back. You know, if he breaks loose, he probably gonna break a touchdown or whatever. You know, there's something he can work on, but I think again, he just has a lot of size. Not known for really catching the football out the backfield. This is a power back. Okay, it's a power football player. If he ran like a 4.5 or 4.5 or something like that, maybe he'd have been a second round pick. But this guy ran 20 touchdowns. He's a goal line king. Hassan Haskins, welcome to Nashville, bro. Talk to him, Jacques.
Yes, sir. What up, Brian? What up, Brian?
What's good, man?
Yep. Hey, Jeremiah. Yeah, we just got through talking about Willis, brother. You gotta watch the playback, man. So, but I mean, you broke it down perfectly, Hawk. I mean, I can't follow up with that. Like you said, it's one of those things where when it's what did Vrabel have on? I think the third day of the draft after he drafted Hassan and all of them, run the damn ball. We're not shying away from our identity. That's what we're going to continue to do is run the ball. And what I've seen on tape with him, he has a very powerful low body, right? Yep. Something that Derrick Henry has the opposite. His upper body is very powerful, right? Lower body is strong, but not like Haskins, right? Haskins got low center of gravity. I've seen a couple of plays where you hit him initially, he doesn't go down. And you hit him again, he doesn't go down. He's a hard runner. So if we need like a 3rd and 1, give it to Haskins. He's going to bust it through there. Where Derrick Henry's more finesse, right? Derrick Henry got to get going a little bit. Haskins gets going, he's going to pop you in your shoulder and your mouth. So Haskins is a very underrated pick. And what and me and Hawk had an offline discussion. I said, man, it'd be kind of nice to get another running back, which I thought they would get a running back, which I didn't put it in my my mock draft, but it was a thought. I was like, we need another running back because we need somebody like Foreman. We don't have nobody like Foreman or a Derrick Henry clone. So he's another one. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'll save that. I'll save that about this whole draft class. But yes, Haskins will probably, I'm not going to say start, but he'll get a lot of playing time on special teams and he'll get a couple of touches probably on 3rd down or the goal line situation. Because we're not going to beat up Derrick Henry like we did last year, man. I'm sorry, guys. We just don't know we have when he's trying to get up to speed. So you get him up to speed and then let him go in the second quarter. So I love Haskins, man. I love him.
Yep.
Hey, great stat. He said, I see Haskins has 462 carries and 0 fumbles. Yep.
Exactly. Correct. He does not turn the ball over. That's a strength that I point out. He does not turn the ball. He does not fumble. He runs hard, but for some reason he has good, he don't turn over. He holds the football pretty well, for sure, right. Man. So you see any weaknesses in his game, Jacques?
Not fast. Yeah. He's not fast. This is what it is. He's not fast. Yeah. He didn't really have any breakaway runs, but he already had him in the red, like close to the red zone, like a 30 or the 40. That's where it takes out. But a 99-yarder, he's not going to really get that. Yeah. Because he's not that fast, right? So to me, that's his weakness. But other than that, he's a complete running back. And he don't catch out the backfield, right? They say complete running back has to catch out of the backfield, blah, blah, blah. But it's his speed. This is basically what it is. His speed.
It is. So we're going to show highlights of Hassan Haskins. Again, Michigan running back. It was you'll see again. Ohio State didn't want nothing to do with him, man. I saw a few clips like there was guys that literally did not want to even try to tackle this guy. So Hassan Haskins, let's check him out.
They give it to Haskins. He's around right end. There's room. He's at the 10. Breaks it at the 5. Fights his way into the end zone. Yes! Touchdown, Michigan. Hassan Haskins from 13 yards, and the Wolverines extend their lead.
And what did this touchdown start with? A 3 and out.
First and goal. They turn, they give it to Haskins. He's going to go around left end. He's going to score! Hassan Haskins, his third touchdown of the day. A 1-yard run, and the Wolverines extend their lead over the Buckeyes. They just caved in the right side of the Ohio State defense. Haskins in the gun. Gives it to Haskins. Haskins, left guard. Touchdown, Michigan. Just power football, Dan. That's the offensive line getting it done, and that is a heck of an answer.
So you all see that, right?
They should be ashamed of themselves. Keep going.
Yep. They didn't want it. They didn't want it. They want nothing. They didn't want
no
nothing
defense, bro. Man. Oh my god.
It was like, nah, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all see that, right? What do y'all think about Haskins, man? Seeing the film here, you know what I'm saying? For sure, man. For sure. Yep.
Beast. The kid is a beast, man.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Very underrated pick. Agreed. Yes. Jeremiah. Agreed. Ryan Harris. Agreed. Dante Foreman replacement for sure. For sure, man. For sure, man. So welcome to Nashville, Haskins. For sure, man. Welcome. All right. So Jacques, our next pick, man.
Yes.
You got this. You started this one off on this one, good brother.
To my Chigoziem. Is it Chigoziem Okonkwo?
Okay. I'm not sure, but they do call him Chig. That's his nickname, man.
Hey, we're gonna have to call him Chig.
Exactly. That's right, man. So Chig Okonkwo, the tight end out of Maryland, number 9. This guy here. I'm gonna pull a picture of him. There's Chig right there, right?
Man.
Tight end.
Beast.
Looks like a running back to me, man.
He do look like a running back.
Yeah, he does, man. So that's Chig Okonkwo, the tight end out of Maryland. So Jacques, talk to us about Chig, man. Tell us what you think about him, bro.
First of all, I want to look at his measurables. They say he's 6'3", 250, okay? Now, who does that sound like, guys? And the Bryce has already just took it out my mouth.
Yep.
He's a clone.
He's
a clone. He's a freaking clone of Jonnu freaking Smith.
He is, man.
I mean, if you put somebody in a lab and say, I want you to recreate Jonnu, that's him.
There's Chig. Yep.
Okay. The kid he was the fastest tight end in the combine. In the combine, he was the fastest tight end. And what he run? What, 4.5?
4.5. Yep. At tight end, man.
At tight end. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now you pair him up with Austin Hooper. And you got Chig on the other side. And he can block too. Okay.
Yep. That's right. He can block.
He can block too. When you look at his film, he looks just like Jonnu.
Yep.
He can block. And you think about when the offense went down, is when Jonnu left, right?
Yep.
Tannehill didn't have an extra weapon, that speed element.
Right.
He's another one that you can use in different states. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, okay? And I think actually, Bryce, I think they ran about the same, or was it about the same? Correct me if I'm wrong.
About the same.
He's Jonnu Smith 2.0. And I think he said he tailors his game off of Jonnu Smith.
He did say that.
Tailors it. I mean, he can catch. He's fast. We missed that speed element. He can block. He has a dog mentality. Jonnu, weaknesses, stats. I don't think he put up too much stats in college. So you know how that transitions to the NFL. Sometimes it can be a struggle, but there you go. JFK, there you go. I knew somebody was going to know.
JFK, we appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you. A 4.6 at 250. How much does Derek weigh?
They normally say about 245.
Okay, so he's 5 pounds lighter than Chig. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Trying to tackle these guys?
I know it, man.
Trying to tackle these guys. And remember, in tight end, we didn't have that. We didn't have no speed. We didn't have
none.
No tight end.
Nope. Facts, no paper.
The tight end position was very untalented. It was very, very underwhelming, right?
Facts, no paper.
And now we're there, right?
Facts, no paper.
What I seen with Chig, I love the pick. I love the pick. I love the free. I'm surprised he was there too.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
Yep.
John, you're killing it, bro. You're
Yep.
killing it. You're killing it. So for me, that's Chig. Man, I love the pick. Now, what about you, Hawk?
Dude, everything you just stated, man, he is definitely a clone of Jonnu, even a slight clone of Delaney Walker, right?
Mhm.
When you look at this guy, 6'3", most of the tight ends, there was a lot of tight ends drafted. Didn't y'all see that? Most of the tight ends that were drafted like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", tall basketball player type of guys, right? This guy's a football player. He's 6'3", and he's cut up, and he runs like a running back, just like Jonnu.
Yep.
There was one game I saw a clip of him. I wanted it was either 80 or 90-yard run that he had for a touchdown.
Mhm.
So at times they gave him carries too, just like Jonnu, right? Just
Mhm.
like they did with Jonnu. Exact same situation. And I think when they saw that, they was like, we really wanted Jonnu because he worked perfect in our offense. I bet New England would want to see him go, but because how much they paid him. But Chig is a guy who's going to come in. He's going to get an opportunity to play for sure. He might be TE2 on our team as soon as he gets onto the field. And what I liked about him too is, when they talked to him, how hyped he was, just like Malik Willis. These guys are hyped. McCreary hype. You know what I'm saying? Treylon Burks is like, these guys are hyped. And Chig was the most hyped of all of them, right? He's not too far from here. He's from Powder Springs, Georgia, not too far. His family was really hyped for him. But when you see him on tape, this guy blocks. This guy makes plays, okay? And he's deceptively fast on the field. Again, he ran the 4.5. And you'll notice, too, on film where he gets behind the safeties a lot. Because I think some safeties might be like, I'm not worried about that guy. And they say, oh, my gosh, he's faster than I thought. All right? He's faster than I thought. Because a lot of games, he was out there blocking. And, again, a few times he was getting KC. So he's very versatile, very versatile. As you said, Chig is not a natural receiver in catching the football. That's the weakness I see from him. We see him catching, there's just some things he can work on, of course. More of a body catcher, more of a space runner, if that makes sense. But he's not going to cut you up on a route like, say, a Travis Kelce. He's not going to do that type. He's more of an athlete playing tight end. You know what I'm saying? So those are things he can learn. He had a decent amount of catches. I think he had like 55 catches last year. So decent amount, but, he'll get more work here with the Titans playing a 17-game season. And even Jonnu struggled his rookie. Oh, my God.
Hey, funny story. Hawk couldn't stand Jonnu. Hawk couldn't stand Jonnu. Y'all.
His first year.
Couldn't stand. I think I would say his first 2 years. Hawk was like, this dude is just out here just going with the motions.
I'm sure he would say that himself because I went to the practices and I saw Jonnu. I was like, he looks lost out here. I don't think he knows the plays. And I wasn't wrong because they eventually did say that. It was like, Jonnu had some struggles early in his career, but he adapted very well and played well for us and got a big contract at the end of the day. So Chig might go through that same transition to the NFL as an athlete, but I think he'll do well. So
exactly. And CJ2K, you are spot on. This preseason is gonna be fun.
It sure will be.
It's gonna be a fun preseason.
It's gonna be. So I got some video of Chig as well too. I'm gonna show a few seconds of a clip of Chig. Again, Maryland number 9. Check him out, y'all.
Aggressive defensively, holding them to just 99 passing yards. Down the middle of the field, perfectly done. It's Okonkwo and a touchdown for the Terps. The Tagovailoa show, and we knew that coming in. They'll throw on the first play of the half, and in rhythm it's Okonkwo, whose first catch of the day went for a touchdown on that last drive. Big, strong tight end has 8 here. Reaching for air, eyes downfield. Doing what they did to end the first half, marching right down. Okonkwo again turns it upfield. Gets to the 31. Stays in state, shows you some of his physical tools. Bucks getting the kids to stay home. Here's a screen. Dumped off for Okonkwo. The tight end steps out of the tackle. Down the sideline. A hurdle and a touchdown. Second.
If that ain't Jonnu Smith,
I was saying the same thing. I was like, that is Jonnu if I ain't seen it, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Do y'all feel the same as well, too, man?
Yeah, that's Jonnu.
He said, got to rewind that real quick to see that Malik convo for sure, man. For sure.
Man, hey.
Yep, man. So yes, again, combo Delaney Walker. You know what I'm saying? This guy here, man. Hey, he's got the whole package, man, for sure. So again. Great pickup. So cool, man. All right. So that was Chig. Chigoziem, get ready, get used to that name. It took me a long time. And when I heard someone say they called him Chig, I said, boom, that's it. I'm not trying to say his first name.
Right. I was saying the same thing. Like, Chig. Got you, bro.
Let's go for it. So, all right, Jacques, our next pick. Cal Phillips, UCLA, round 5, pick 163. Wide receiver, slot receiver at that too. Cal Phillips. All right, so I'm going to talk about this guy right here, man. Number 2 right here, Cal Phillips, this guy here. UCLA wide receiver. All right, so we needed another receiver. And I kept saying that the entire draft. And I honestly wanted us to get another receiver a bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? But we ended up getting this receiver here. Let me tell you what I like about Cal Phillips. He is a every down, do everything type of receiver. Slot receiver, kickoff returner, punt returner. Sure hands and everything, okay? Now, some people compared him to, say, Wes Welker, Danny Amendola. That's what I see more Amendola than in this guy because, again, he's multifaceted in a lot of ways. Not super fast, but, very slick when it comes to, route running. And I saw a lot of film where he was breaking tackles. Like, he's real nifty with his feet. Not speed, but quickness, right? Now, I did see film of him dropping passes, too, so he got to be careful with that, too, in the league. But what I like about Kyle Phillips is, man, hey, in the kickoff punt return game, he's very assured of himself, man. Hey, he had a few touchdowns as well. We need versatility, and that's what this guy can do. I know you got Mason Kinsey out there, so, there's going to be a competition for that slot position. But the position's available, and, who's there for the taking. And Kyle Phillips being a 5th-round pick, as you go 5th, 6th, and 7th round, man, a lot of times it's hard for those players to make. All you got to do is look at the drafts over the past several years of 5th, 6th, and 7th-round picks. You might have 1 or 2 that might make the team, so that'll be a struggle in itself. But I do like the fact we need receivers. We drafted a receiver. We need them. And Kyle Phillips will get an opportunity. Again, I think a weakness of his is, again, not super fast. And everything. He's kind of small too. He's a smaller receiver, so you got to, about 5'10", about 175. So got to be, be careful in that regard. But this guy makes plays. He breaks tackles more than what you think. Makes really good routes on the inside. Like he does an awesome job. And when we talk about security with the football, kickoff and punt returns, Kyle Phillips can do it. Kyle Phillips got some swag about him too. I like that about him. He's got some swag. You know what I'm saying? He's got kind of like a California, B-boy swag. Like, it's cool. And that should translate pretty well to the league, man. So, Jacques, what's your thoughts on Kyle Phillips, bro?
Before we get there, Tommy, we're going to talk about this. We're going to do other little stuff we're going to talk about. We'll address this. Kyle, you said it all. Like, literally, like, he is JS75 said it. It's like Adam Humphries-ish, right? Yep. He runs great routes. I like his route running. He runs really good routes, especially from the films and the highlights that I've seen. And then, of course, what he was able to do, I know the clip is going around of him shaking up the LSU corners, and he scored that touchdown.
Yes, he did.
Right. So when I see his route ability, his route running is very, very, very great. And that's what the slot receivers from the Patriots, what they used to do, right? Amendola and Wes Welker. Their route running is what really solidified them in the league. They wasn't the fastest guys, right? But they can do 2 things. They can get open and catch the ball. And it's the same thing what I see with Kyle Phillips. He can get open and he can catch the ball. So I love it. And like you said, the weaknesses, carbon copy, as you said, he's not fast. He's not the fastest guy, right? But he's one of those possession receivers that'll get you a first down when you need it.
Yep.
And like you said, he's Mason Kinsey. He's what Mason Kinsey is supposed to be, if that makes sense, right? They drafted Mason Kinsey to be that, but that's what Kyle Phillips. And don't be surprised if Kyle Phillips actually gets to get some PT time this year. Don't be surprised. It won't surprise me one bit if I hear about Kyle Phillips is impressing people in training camp over Treylon Burks. Would not surprise me one bit. So I like the pick, man. Another little sneaky great pick. Like, it was sneaky good, man.
Yep.
Really sneaky good.
Yep. So cool. Okay. So we're gonna show some clips of Kyle Phillips as well too, and I think that LSU footage is in here too, Jacques. So y'all check out Kyle Phillips. If you've never seen him before, here's your chance. So you'll see Kyle Phillips number 2.
Boom. There you go.
Yep. Boom. Up the field. You'll see him down here at the bottom here of the screen.
Boom. Look at the route.
Yep. Boom. Boom. Great catch.
Yep.
Great catch. See the route at the very beginning at the line of scrimmage. He chopped the DB up, was wide open for the touchdown. Great play. Great play. So Cal Phillips makes a lot of plays, man. You know what I'm saying? Great route runners. Him in Pascal. See the catch? What a catch. Great catch.
Was that the Shriners Bowl or was it the Senior Bowl?
Shriners Bowl.
Shriners Bowl. Okay.
Yep. So that's some clips of him. I thought I got the LSU clips. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I thought I had it on here, but no worries.
You know, JK said it the best. He's Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, he is, man.
It's Hunter Renfrow.
He's got some ways to go to Hunter. Hey, Hunter Renfro's good. He
cold.
If he gets to be Hunter Renfrow, that'll be a boy. Hunter Renfrow can. Cal Phillips can catch, but I did see some drops. Okay,
Yes.
Hunter Renfrow catches everything. Okay,
He does.
Okay,
He does.
They're about the same size, but if he could be Hunter Renfrow, hey man, boy, woo, hey, he'll be a starter. He'll start next year. Yep. So, okay, all right, man. That's Cal Phillips. Cal Phillips on the board. We got him in the 6th round, 5th round. Now we got our last 2 picks. We don't have any film on these guys, so we just want to talk about them pretty quickly. Round 6, we got Theo Jackson out of Nashville, born and raised, Overton High School, Nashville, Cashville, Tennessee, in the building. Theo Jackson out of Tennessee, Jacques. What you think, man?
Hey, he's a good kid, man. Good safety. Like I said, watching him at UT, like you said, he's a local kid. Very fluent, not fast. He can hit you, right? Very, very hit you. But I can see him playing more special teams than anything. But I will say this. He will get a shot because that Crookshank spot is open. He has a legit shot of playing this year, right?
Yep.
He just needs to go in there and concentrate and just learn the playbook. But for right now, they're going to want him to do things on special teams, to grow on special teams. Unless he can come out there and be that playmaker, this special teams, and I can see him transition into that Crookshank role. Mark my words. What about you, Hawk?
Dude, that's a great breakdown, man. And I think that's the reason why they drafted him in that spot. Because Crookshank was a late round pick as well, too. And Crookshank, again, you got to give the Titans credit, man. They get guys, if they hang in there, man, and do well, they get developed pretty well.
Yep.
Crookshank was the tight end stopper. This guy here, he plays more of a hybrid. He played some corner, too, last year. And so, I think his primary was safety, but, knowing the Titans, they might play him somewhat at corner. From the film that I've seen of Theo Jackson, man, some games that I saw of him, again, pretty good height, really good height, 6'2", plays the ball very, very well. Not super fast, got decent speed, and I think as well, too, again, very good in tackling. I think where he had his struggles was at times in the deep ball, playing, he's more of a run-stopping safety / corner. And at times he got caught looking, and, receiver went right down the seam. And I think that's what hurt his draft status. But this guy's from Nashville, born and raised. I think this guy for, a 6th round pick will get an opportunity. Because, again, he could be like, look, I'm going to come here and play special teams. I'm going to find my way, find a spot on the team. Wait, in a 17-game season, players going to get hurt. Players could get traded. I'm going to slide in there and see if I get some playing time. Because of our safety situation, if he stays at safety, he might get some playing time. We shall see. You know what I'm saying? But he's got to go in. He's got to work hard. He's got to learn. 6th round pick. He's got to do that. So that's my thoughts of Theo Jackson.
Great breakdown. Breakdown. And like you said, he'll come in and he'll get his opportunity. He will, man. He will. And like I said, they got him as a DB, so he'll get an opportunity to play different positions, man. So we shall see. So Theo Jackson out of BFL, Ball for Life, Tennessee. UT. Orange and white, man. All right. Our next guy, the last draft pick in the draft, pick 219, Chance Campbell, the linebacker, SEC guy, another SEC guy out of Ole Miss, this guy right here. All right. So, I've seen this guy play, Jacques. Okay. First of all, he played at Ole Miss. At Maryland, before he transferred to Ole Miss. He played at Ole Miss this season. And from when I've seen this guy play, this guy's a tackling machine, okay? He makes tackles. He tackles, okay? That's a strength of his. He knows how to tackle. Not really good in coverage and in space. And I've seen him have a few interceptions or whatever. I think if anything, plays very good in zone when it comes to, coverage. Not so much in man. I've seen a few of the SEC games where, tight ends were kind of, doing pretty well. But
run the ball if you want to in Chance Campbell's direction. He will make the tackle. He was, again, round 6. I think, one thing that might have hurt his draft status is his coverage ability. Not very tall at linebacker either, but this guy makes tackles. He did the same at Maryland, too. This guy has a lot of stats. He comes in very accomplished. To pick him up this late in the draft is really good. He also can make his name in special teams. Mm-hmm. And so, I think, again, this is a great opportunity. We needed a linebacker. I had us drafting a linebacker in our mock draft. We needed an extra linebacker, and that's what we got out of us middle linebacker, Chance Campbell, Ole Miss. So that's for me, Jacques. What about for you, bro?
Like you said, once again, facts, no paper. He actually tackled Malik Willis when they played Ole Miss. Malik tried to come up the middle. Campbell's right there. Yep. That's the first thing that stood out to me on film was he can tackle. And this is a Vrabel guy. You can tell Vrabel can coach him up, teach him the technique, what he needs to do. But special teams is going to be his bread and butter.
Yep.
Special teams is where he's going to live. Unless we have a linebacker go down and we need linebacker depth, he'll call him up. And he has an opportunity to make the linebacker the cutting linebacker. He does.
Facts, no paper, sir.
He really does. He just needs to go out there, work hard in training camp, take what Vrabel teaches you and run with it. And he'll be one of those hard-working, hard-nosed, smart football players that John Robinson like. He's good, man. Yeah, like you said, weaknesses, not good in pass coverage. Not the fastest guy either. But he can tackle. Anything that come through, he like Bobby Boucher. All you got to do.
Wow. Dude, man. Oh, man, that's a good one. I wish I had the Bobby Boucher picture. I would show that right now, bro.
That's Bobby Boucher, man. So
yeah, man. So, well, cool, Jacques. Well, man, hey, dude, we went through all the draft picks, y'all, and everything. I hope you all got a very good opportunity to know who these guys are. Even with video clips as well to kind of speak on what we've studied over these guys. We have done our research, man. Who are you all? We know about Treylon Burks, Malik Willis, and everything. Who are you guys the most excited about? I mean, I kind of know the answer, but I still want to know anyway. So put that in the comment section of who you all are most excited about, as well as I'm trying to think of another question, Jacques. Well, we'll just go there first. We'll go with, for what you all think in that regard, as far as who are you the most excited about, man. So, yeah, man. So cool. So speaking of the draft grade, this is what I want to ask you all. Yes. I want you all to look at this real quick. Look at everybody we just went over. We got 35 people. Hit the subscribe button, by the way, if you haven't yet, man. Hit that like button if you haven't either. Make sure to do that. All right. This is our 2022 draft. What would you grade this draft? Put your grade down on the draft. And don't be biased. Be real, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, the last 2 drafts, I did not grade well on the grade show. I did not. I think one of them was a C- and the other one was a C. So I didn't think highly of that. So I want you all to tell me. Then once you all tell me what we asked, we're going to pull it up. And then Jacques and I are going to go over the grades of what others have thought about as well. So let's see what they got, man.
Hold on. Here, Titan Rod, you funny. So Titan Rod got a B.
Yes, we will.
Bryce got a B.
B. Yep. B.
A+ from Tommy. Okay, Tommy.
Okay.
All right, Big Sad. What up, Big Sad?
What up, Big
B+.
Sad? Good.
Let's see. Well, let me see if they still coming in. Hawk, I want you to go first on yours. I know I went first last year. I want you to go first this year.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Let me see. Y'all put them answers in the comments, man. Let us know.
What should we grade? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. All right.
Okay.
Richie Rich said B+. Okay.
Ron thinking of B.
Okay. All right. So I'm not trying to carbon copy you all. I could show you all what I have down here on my phone. I graded them a B+ myself. That's exactly Cat Nelson, an A-. Okay. I graded them a B+. And B+ is that's an incredible grade for a draft, an entire draft. 11 picks, right? There's so many ways you can get that wrong. But what I like the fact is, one, we went from 7 to 11. That's a part of the grade, right? Is the wheeling and dealing that took place. So you lose your second best offensive player. You lose him. You're able to pick up some more picks, right? So it's kind of like we lose some, we got to gain something here too. And I really like the picks. I like in the 3rd round that we got Malik Willis. I think that's the highlight of the draft. You know what I'm saying? That was huge for us because we might have snuck around and got a quarterback in the 3rd round, right? We'll see. As well as with Treylon Burks, we needed a receiver, man, and a receiver was available. You look at Haskins, you look at Petit-Frere, you look at guys that can get some playing time, okay? And I mean, the B plus is a strong grade. That's what I give them. To have made it an A or an A plus, I would have liked to see us get a receiver earlier. You know what I'm saying? More maybe like a George Pickens, somebody that was available. We had receivers that were available maybe where, Petit-Frere was, and maybe got another offensive lineman later in the draft. But I thought we needed another receiver. I think that was really the biggest drop down for me in that regard. But outside of that, I mean, I think this was a very strong draft. I gave it a B plus, man. So what about you, Jacques?
What's crazy? I'm gonna have to carbon copy that. And this first shot really did that. It's a B plus for me because of the AJ Brown trade, right?
Yeah.
And I understand picking up the picks and the money, but just imagine. I know this is hypothetically speaking, but imagine having AJ Brown and Treylon Burks in the picks that we got now. I probably would have gave this an A plus, right?
Right.
There's the reason why I only gave it a B plus, strictly because of the AJ Brown situation. That's the only reason. But if it wasn't for that, man, we would have been straight. And I'm like you, I was hoping for another receiver, but to answer, and I forgot who asked this question earlier. Do you think we're going to get another receiver in free agency? Yes. This is how it went down last year. Last year, we wanted a receiver in the first round. We didn't get one. One in the second round. We didn't get one. Then we got to the fourth round and got Dez Fitzpatrick and Racy McMath in the sixth round. And we're like, what is this? Then we ended up trading for Julio. So I feel like John is still in the background, willing and dealing, cooking up the gumbo. I just came back from New Orleans, so I have had plenty of gumbo, cooking up the gumbo back there saying, okay, hey, what do you want for that guy over there versus this guy, right? So I believe there's a hole open for a reason. And I know people are saying Jarvis Landry, Tannehill, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Tannehill's he doesn't get their relationship is not the best, right? So
no, it's not.
You don't want to bring that in here. So you have to get somebody, trade something for next year to get somebody else. So that's for me. I gave it a B plus. But other than that, can I speak real quick on this draft?
Talk about it, Jacques.
You have shored your team up for the next 5, maybe 6 years, okay?
Facts.
You have drafted everybody's clone damn near in this draft, okay?
Yep.
AJ Brown, Derrick Henry. I would even compare McCreary to what was his name? Number 21 we had.
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm
Butler to the core, dude.
Malcolm Butler, right? You got Adam Humphries or Hunter Renfrow, right? Jonnu Smith, the tackle. You can even put him in almost as a Jack Conklin. I'm not saying he's Jack Conklin, but Taylor LeBron, something like that. What you did was you drafted and you shoot up your team for years. And then let's talk about Malik Willis. I know everybody's anxious to talk about Malik Willis. You might have your franchise quarterback, right? And then we might look back at this draft and be like, hey, you know what? Yep. That 2022 draft, when we gave up AJ's with trash Philly, because I still don't think, Philly is Philly, right?
Yep.
Get your money, young man. Do your thing with your money. I have no issue. I'm not pocket watching or nothing. But I just didn't like how the whole thing went down. But we're going to look back on that trade and be like, okay, it really paid off for us. Did it pay off for him, right? So this draft, I call it the clone draft because it's almost like you trying to right the wrongs and the mistakes that you did in those other situations, right, with Adam Humphries and everybody. You went younger, faster, smarter, and everybody seems to buy in. So I love this draft, man. It's amazing, bro. It's dope. It's dope. I still think I will say this. Another reason I counted as a B plus, we didn't get speed. We need speed.
We need speed.
We need speed, y'all. Yep. I'm sorry.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm about to put me at B minus because we need speed.
I wanted Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin was on the board. Steelers took him. Yep. I kept telling Hawk, I said, Calvin Austin is there. Calvin Austin.
Steelers and Ravens know how to draft, man. That's no question. Steelers and Ravens know how. That's why they're always in the playoffs. They're always in the hunt. You know what I'm saying? So I know the question has been asked about undrafted free agents. I'll pull that up in a minute. But let me show y'all what everyone else thought as far as a grade. And thank you for those that put those comments in there as well, too. Let's see here. All right, cool. Okay, so let me pull this up here real quick on the... All right, so PFF gave us a B+. Mel Kiper, who's usually a stickler, gave us a B. Sports Illustrated gave us a B+, and the New York Post gave us a C-. So we're all about saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, you all gave a grade before I showed this and everything, and I had the grade B before I saw this as well too. So I'm pretty sure, again, when you look at it, and this draft was a good draft. This was a good draft class. There was a lot of good players out there, dude, for real. Teams have gotten much better. So let me show y'all the undrafted players, the undrafted free agents. Now, I have not done no research on these guys, so I'm going to tell y'all that up front because I just found out 2 minutes ago. So Jaden Peavy from Texas A&M, Kirby Lee, Michael Griffin II. No, that's not his son. He's too young to have a son, but I guess that's another guy. San Diego State, David Ania from Houston, Trey Swelling, Georgia. You know who Trey Swelling is? I know this guy. Do you remember George Pickens getting into a fight with a corner?
Yes, that was him.
That's him.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, George Pickens, wild boy.
Yeah, he is, man. And Reggie Roberson from SMU.
Somebody in the chat just mentioned him. I think it
Reggie
was
Roberson.
Titan Rob.
Okay, Titan Rob. Okay.
Yeah.
Titan Rob, you know anything about Reggie Roberson? Again, that's a receiver, right? That's a wide receiver. So, yeah.
Hey, shout out to the Grizz. The Grizz. Come on, Grizzly.
Let's go,
Come on, Grizzlies.
Good win. Ghost had a last shot at the end, man, and we held on, man. Good job, Memphis. Good job.
Yes.
Great job, man.
Come on, Grizzlies. Come on.
Good job, Grizzlies.
So thank you, Titan Rob, for this. Thank you for the analysis. Thank you. Because we this is why we love y'all, man. Y'all come with the heat and y'all help us out when we slacking a little bit. So Reggie Robinson, pure speed. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, man.
That's what I like to hear. I will look at film on him tonight.
Yes.
I would definitely. We always doing homework. Me and Hawk always working, man. So we always doing homework.
That's right, man. That's right.
4-4-2. I take it.
This is what we need, man. That might be a picture of Reggie. That's him running right. That's not him, but I'm just saying. We need. That's what we've been missing is speed. We need speed.
Yeah.
We need speed.
So definitely. So Titan Rob, he putting out some. I mean, we might bring you on the show, bro. He went undrafted because of injuries concern, but when he was healthy, dude was a burner. Okay. I would definitely do my homework.
Yeah,
my homework. So one thing I want to talk about is this statement that Tannehill made about Malik Willis.
Yep.
So from
there he is. He's listening. Go for it, bro.
It's been going around, man, about what he said. I want to get the exact quote that he said. He said, quote, Tannehill, quote, "I don't think it's my job to mentor him." Okay.
Yep.
How you feel about that, Hawk? How do y'all feel about that? Y'all think it's selfish to think that way? Or what do you think, Hawk? Talk to me.
I don't think it was selfish because they're playing the same position, and it's sort of putting, training someone to take your job. Essentially, that's what that is, right? But as a leader, see, when you're a leader, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? Okay? All right? So this is what I think. As a leader, you don't make those comments. You don't make those comments because that automatically divides the team in a way, right? As a leader. Now, underneath, you might feel that. As a leader, there's a lot of things you think that you might not need to say because, it might not be the best, right? And you just allow how the chips fall, right? If anything, what he could have said, just in my opinion, is, well, we're both going to come in here and we're going to work to win. That's what we're going to do. And if it takes me to help him to be a winner for our team, that's what I'm going to do. And that's all he needed to say. That's it. So now when you sort of personalize things and you give an opinion and you're a leader of a football team and you let it be known, then you open that to the interpretation of everybody else. So some people are going to interpret this. Yeah, I feel these other people going to be like, oh, he's selfish. He's not a team player, or he just knows he's going to lose his job. I think Tannehill's issue, and I think is the fact that he's getting burned in social media by a lot of Titan fans, just the media, period. So I think even when you listen to the clip of him talking, he seems down. Like, I think he's just been beaten up, and I don't think his spirits are in the right place right now. And I mean, I understand probably too. I mean, every time I look at my phone, he gets tagged on who's trash. R Tannehill, he gets clowned a lot. And I don't know if Ryan Tannehill watches the show, but I would say that Tannehill's been a hell of a quarterback here. I mean, he's won an unbelievable amount of football games. It's just a matter of just knowing that he has hit his ceiling. And for us to get up to the next level, since he's gonna be our quarterback, we got to build around him and can't put that pressure all on him. We were the number 1 seed in the AFC at the end of the day, with Ryan Tannehill being our only offensive weapon for many of those games.
That stayed healthy.
Yeah, he stayed healthy. That's correct. So I think, if anything, I just think he could have worded it better, so it won't be interpreted as him being a sore loser or being selfish, if that makes sense. So that's my thoughts on it. You, bro?
Nah, I agree. Like you said, when you're a leader, man, you kind of have to watch what you say, right? And you have to choose your words wisely. And I get that he's going through. That loss not only affected us, but it also he was the one that created that loss, right? It was his fault.
Yeah,
and it really put him in a dark place, and it put him in a place where he needed therapy. Now, when you know you messed up that bad, when you need therapy, I need you to come out hungry. And I'm gonna say this: I don't believe he's at home watching TV with his feet kicked up. I'm not. No. He's not stupid. I do think that he's come out, he's studying, he's trying his best to figure out what this working. He's just still salty, but you got to take that loss. And I know it's hard. You got to swallow that. But now you got a whole new group of people that you're working with, a whole new assignment, a whole new OC. You have a whole new slew of people that you need to come in and say, okay, hey, guys, we're going to do what we got to do. We're going to get to this next step. We're going to continue what we got to do. I do give him credit. He stayed healthy. He worked with what he had, right?
Yep. He did.
He worked with what he had. I think that's why he didn't ultimately get fired last year, because it was like, man, you didn't have nobody.
Right.
Then you had Julio, who could barely stay healthy. AJ sit there and did what AJ did. I mean, and I think it goes to your scheme, your offensive coordinator. You know how I feel about Todd now, and you know how I feel about him, right? I feel like he's done more bad than good, but hey, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta look at that in the past, but
Damn,
we do have to. I did say it, man. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said
again,
it.
Jacques.
Again, yes. But we also got Tim Kelly, so he gonna help you out, bro. He gonna teach you some things. So just get ready.
Okay. I'll be ready for Tim Kelly. I'm sure. Hey, Jacques, I got you, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, Tim. You might be his replacement. If he gets to messing up, it's a wrap, dog. So
cool. Okay, sounds good, man.
Definitely. If the offense exceeds this year, exceeds expectations, just know it wasn't just all tied down, and it was Tim Kelly over here drawing up the right routes for the receivers to get open and getting the right protection schemes for Tannehill to stay on his stay upright. You know what I mean? And they asked him in the press, I think it was Paul Kaharski, I don't know who asked him, but they said, hey, why did you digress, right? Why did you go from this to this? And he almost wanted to say, well, because of him. It's because of him. But I mean, with the whole Malik thing, Brett Favre didn't mentor Aaron.
Nope.
Right?
So Montana didn't mentor Steve Young either.
Exactly. Tom Brady, did he mentor Jimmy G and them?
Nope. Alex Smith didn't mentor Patrick Mahomes either.
Exactly. So they have to come in and literally learn on their own.
That's right.
They got to come and get their feet wet. They got to come in and do what they got to do. And it sucks. But
facts about Mark Jones. But keep going, John.
Tannehill has been the best quarterback. Yes, exactly. Tannehill has gotten us to the point where we are where we at. Mariota, I mean, and I think Mariota's career was messed up from the beginning, right? With all the changes and everything, and him getting injured and everything like that. That's why I don't beat up on Tannehill too much, because I know the situations that he's working with. Can he get it to a Super Bowl? No, you got to put everybody around him to do it. And even if you do have everybody around him to do it, he's still gonna find a way to mess it up in the big moment. But that's why you got Malik, right? Don't be surprised if he thought has a 3 or 4 interception games. Let me say, if he has 3 games where he's throwing multiple interceptions, look out for Malik. Malik might get it. This is eerie, because this is how Patrick Mahomes became Patrick Mahomes, right? You start hearing buzz about him in training camp. Training camp transitioned into like some games. And then, of course, the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. So, they're just, guys, this is one training camp I suggest everybody pay attention to. This is one preseason I suggest everybody pay attention to, because it's going to tell you what you got. Yep. So, that's what I got. That's my thought on it, Ho.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. We got 34 people still in the chat, y'all. We're going to go a few more minutes, man. We appreciate everybody being in there with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching the draft. Hopefully, you all were able to really get a breakdown, and eventually, we'll chop this video up, man, and, to have an analysis of each of those players. You can look at them individually and things like that. So, of course, we got to talk about the situation with
AJ.
We got to talk. we got to talk about the Philadelphia Eagle receiver AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring that up, and I want folks in the comment section to talk about it as well. So here's a question I want to ask for everybody. And Jacques, I'm gonna ask you this question too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree or disagree with the trade of Arthur Juan, Mississippi born and bred Brown? AJ Brown. Do you agree or disagree? Those in the comment section, agree or disagree, and why?
All right. And Bryce, I will get to your question in a minute. I just want to real quick talk about AJ. Do I agree with it? After everything came out, after everything with the antics, and I told Hawk this, I said, AJ needs to stay off of Twitter. The Titans don't sign their players to extensions until after the draft, until they have to show up. Rookies are signed, right? You get more money when you come into the summertime. Do I agree with it? Not really, but I understand the business side of it, right?
Yeah.
I just don't put the blame on the Titans and the AJ. I put the blame on his agent as well. His agent, I don't know what's wrong with his agent, but Debo is under him, and I think DK is
they all got the same agent.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I thought Debo would get traded before AJ with all the antics Debo was doing and everything like that.
Yep.
Didn't happen.
Yep.
DK, I thought DK was going to get traded. Didn't happen, right? So then you're hearing different stories and different things coming out. You're like, what's going on, right?
Yep.
It's a turnoff. Do I agree with it? No, but I understand the business side of it. Bro, I can't pay you. What did he want? $25 million?
Yep.
He wanted $25 million, which we still got to pay Jeffrey Simmons. We still got to pay Malik, Monty Hooker. We still got to pay David Long Jr. We still got other guys that we do have to pay, right?
Yep.
We still have to pay them. I would rather pay Big Jeff versus AJ because Big Jeff has put up the stats. Big Jeff is literally proven, right?
Yep.
Has AJ been to a Pro Bowl?
Oh.
Has Big Jeff been to a Pro Bowl?
Yep.
Now, you me tell you what, and I agree, blame the Jags. It's all the Jags' fault. It's all the Jags' fault.
It's the Jags' fault. 100%.
It's the Jags' fault if I ain't never seen one. Now, the Titans looked at them knees. The Titans said, you ain't been to no Pro Bowls, right? The Titans said, hey, man, you put up 1,000 yards, but me and Hawk have talked about this. He's a receiver, but when it's time to step up, and I got to give Hawk guys credit, 100% credit on this. Hawk, I got to give you your flowers.
All right.
Because Hawk said, and he brought this to my attention, he said when Hawk sits there and he goes, when AJ sits there and goes against the number one corner, he gets shut down.
He does.
And I didn't notice it until I was like, hey, he did get shut down. What the hell, right? Boom. And I agree. Like I said, this is so split. I've heard half the fan base say, yeah, pay him $25 million. But if you do that, and I'm gonna ask you this, Money 808 Toy, if you pay AJ $25 million,
hey, AJ Brown did make the Pro Bowl.
He did. Okay.
My fault. Thank you, Keisha Bible and Jay Woods and CJ 2K. That's our bad.
Okay. Mon 808. I'm gonna ask you this: if you pay AJ Brown $25 million a year, how you gonna pay? Would you let Big Jeff, Would you let Big Jeff? I'm gonna ask you this too, Hawk. Would you let Big Jeff walk?
No, not at all.
Would you let David Long walk?
No.
Would you have
I would let him walk before Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons is the one that he ain't walking.
Exactly. But before that, we got a $4.99 super chat from Zach C. He says, tighten up. AJ Brown is top 10 at his position. Big Jeff is top 3.
Top 3 for sure.
Exactly.
No paper.
Exactly.
Zach Carpenter. We appreciate that, sir. So Zach Carpenter. Boom. Zach Carpenter in the building. He's here. Yes, sir.
Exactly. So this is my whole thing about the trade. Do I like it? Hell no, I don't like it because you could literally bring him in and this could have been a dynamic duo or whatever we had, right?
Yep.
But when it comes to business and you look at the antics and when you look at what's been said on Twitter, he doesn't know how to stay off of Twitter. The Philly fans, you thought us as Titans fans would give you that heat?
Yep.
Philly fans are, boy. Philly fans, And I'm one of my good friends is a Phillies fan, and he's hardcore on them Eagles. So let AJ drop one ball in Philly.
Right.
They're gonna have his head.
Yeah.
And we know he already suffers with mental issues, right? He was suffering mentally. Like we talked about it. AJ, I think in this situation should have waited, should have been patient, should have told his agent, all right, stand down. But now, AJ, bruh, get your money, young man. But I don't know what you're gonna benefit out with the Eagles of being with Jalen Hurts and them guys over there. Not saying Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback, but you've had more success here. And then one thing I didn't like what he said. He says, I want to win. I want to win. I play in the playoffs. Quote me if I'm wrong. Didn't he say that?
I haven't heard that, but if you did,
guys, in the comments, in the comment section, he said something to that standpoint when he was doing his pressure in his press conference. He was like, yeah, I want to win. I want to win. Yeah, I want to get beyond the play. I'm like, bro, you've been to the AFC. Matter of fact, hasn't he made the playoffs ever since he's been here?
He has. He has not missed the playoffs at all. Yep. So
that's how I feel about it, man.
Okay.
Talk to us, bro.
So I made a comment on Twitter when it happened, and it early got a lot of smoke. But I think the smoke cleared away once the news started to come through. We started making trades and all those things. I agree with the situation. I do. I hate to see AJ go. And as I mentioned, I got AJ Brown jerseys here at the house. And we're not talking about authentic, like these the stitched on jerseys, the real deal. Okay. I got him here. And we talked a lot about him, say he was our best offensive player this year, was Arthur Juan Brown. I have no issues with AJ Brown. And I have no issues with him signing this contract. If a team comes to you and say they're going to pay you $25 million, you'd be a fool not to take the money, especially if you don't know how much you might be making with the Titans. There's been a lot of rumors going back and forth. The Titans offered him $20 million. There's been rumors saying that AJ had wanted $27 million from us, more than $25 million. There's rumors that he had wanted up to $80 to $81 million guaranteed. The Eagles didn't even pay him that much. They got him $65 million. He has a great yearly contract. And for a guy last year, do y'all know how many catches he had? So I'm gonna ask y'all and put that in the comments. I know, but I want you guys to tell me how many catches he had last year. Divide that up by millions of dollars, then come back and talk to me. But just put down how many catches he had last year. Now, people gonna say, well, it's because he was hurt. He had Ryan Tannehill or whatever. He played 15 games. Okay, so you have to look at that too. Now we know that he's an unbelievable receiver. One of the best receivers I've ever seen in breaking tackles. He catches the ball, he's going to break the tackle. He's gone. But there's rumors as well, too. Against a lot of rumors, a lot of catty stuff. And I think that's why the Titans didn't want him. I just think that the Twitter stuff, a lot of catty stuff, and even if we franchised him, say he would have been paid like $4 million next year, he probably been sitting out, making a big headache. And I think the Titans were just willing to cut their losses. I just think that's what it was. And I think they all seem to be sad in a way. Even in his presser today with the Eagles, he wasn't like relieved. But,
right.
The rumor was that he wanted to leave. He wanted to get out. He wanted another opportunity somewhere else. And as you all know, he was more of a Mariota. I don't think he had any beef with Tannehill, but I think he was more of a Mariota fan, didn't say a Tannehill, because he said Mariota's the best leader he's ever been around. He said that since Tannehill's been quarterback. So I think it's a little struggle there too. But I agree with not paying him $25 million this coming up season. I think he needed one more prove it year. But if a team is willing to jump and get you now at the young age of 22, this dude is younger than some of the rookies that just got drafted. If they're willing to make that jump for you and you have that ability, his ability is unbelievable. You're Arthur Juan Brown, exact Titan Rob, exactly. 63 catches and 5 touchdowns. Y'all see that, right? That's tight end numbers. That's Michael Pruitt numbers. Okay, that might even be Ferkser numbers. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that takes away from who he is, but at your job and my job, I'm responsible for results. Aren't you all out there too? Right? You're responsible for results, and you get paid based on results. Your job is not going to pay you the high bonus if your results aren't there. That's just it is what it is. And so for AJ, it's like just like you say with an employee, you have the ability, you have the capability, but I need to see that when the year starts, when you're doing that performance agreement, it's like, hey, this year I really need you to step up. Now, you ball out next year, you get 120 catches, 1,400 yards, maybe 9 touchdowns. Hell, we might pay you $27 million next year with a $91 million guaranteed contract, right? That might be in the making. But to AJ's point, he might get hurt. Then he doesn't get that opportunity, right? So, AJ, go get your money, bro. Good luck to you. You know, the Eagles made the playoffs last year. I don't know, again, I don't know what the future holds for them. But for us as an organization, for the Titans, I understand why we did this. I do. So, I'm in the agree column in this category. I hate the trade, yes, but it does make sense. That's just my thoughts. We got money now, too. We just save money for sure.
Yep.
Jeffrey Simmons, holler at your boy next year, man.
Yep. Sure can.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you shored up, like I said, you shored up everything. You know what I mean?
Yep. 63 catches.
I'm just saying, like,
$63 million guaranteed, so $1 million a catch. Woo, that's expensive.
He gonna see.
Yep.
He gonna see. And like you said, he values. You can tell he valued the money. He wants to set his family. And I understand that. Get your money, man. Hey, do your thing. But when you are in a bigger market and you think if you think you're going to get a Super Bowl with the Eagles, good luck, man. Because if they do bring another quarterback in, it's gonna be a rotational thing unless he can get with a top-notch team. But him and Jalen Hurts are damn near the best of friends. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I want y'all to think about Philly. I got one more comment about this. I told Jacques this too. Think of Ben Simmons. Think of Carson Wentz. Right? These guys, it's others. I just have to sit and think it through. But those come on the top of my mind when it comes to Philadelphia. Yeah, look at Bryce Harper with the Phillies, right? Philly is a different city. AJ can't walk around talking about my hamstring hurts. And it might be hurting. I'm not second guessing or giving a thought of that he's lying. But think of him walking into practice and he's not practicing because his ankle hurts, his hamstring hurts. Then he gets in the game, gets hurt first play, right? Or he drops. He has a history of dropping passes. He was 63% catch percentages. So let him drop a pass against the Dallas Cowboys and they lose the game. Oh my gosh. Stephen A. Smith might go back to Philly to do the Philly Inquirer and roast AJ Brown. Philly's different. And
very different.
Carson Wentz, Ben Simmons, they couldn't wait to get out of Philly. My hope for AJ, I hope, good luck to him. But you can't mess up, man. The margin of error is very thin. He got babied here for sure. The Titan fans loved AJ Brown because he's a hell of a ball player. Philly ain't playing that, bro.
Nope. And imagine when they put the schedule out. I know we play Philly this year. I don't know if it's in Philly. It is in Philly.
It's in Philly.
It's in Philly. Okay. Yeah. I was like, boy, don't come here.
Yep.
And Titan Rob got a bet for Albert Hainsworth. And then what did Albert Hainsworth say after his career was done? He should have stayed in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's exactly what he said.
Chris Johnson said the same thing.
Yep.
AJ, he will come out 10 years from now. AJ be like, man, I should have stayed in Tennessee, man. They treated me right, blah, blah.
Yep.
Something that Philly doesn't have. They don't have a culture. Their football team doesn't have a culture, okay?
Yep.
The Titans have built a culture, and we're here, okay?
Yep. And it's far away from his home in Mississippi, too.
It is.
Yep. Yeah, AJ's a Southern boy for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know we from the South. We know when you're in the South, you like to stay close to the South. I mean, you can make those moves for sure. So a whole bunch of people in New York from the South or whatever, but just saying. So.
And Julius, and great point. I don't, let me say this. Titans, and I don't understand a lot of people, like, well, they ain't going to pay them. The Titans tend to pay you. They will reward you if you put up numbers.
Yep.
They did it to Harold Landry this year, and they'll do it to Big Jeff will get a nice little contract.
For sure.
Just wait on it. And Big Jeff is nice. In the defense, the D tackle market is not as crazy as the wide receiver market. So, yeah.
Yep. So, well, cool, y'all. Well, we want to say to everybody, man, hey, shout out to the Grizzlies again. We see the comments as well about the Grizzlies, man. Ja Morant balled out. What a game, man. You know, early in the game, a lot of fouls. This is a series, man. 1-1. Hey, good job, Grizzlies, man, for sure. Grind City, for sure, man. Whoop that trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So, we want to say to everybody, we got 44 people in chat. We want to say thank you all for, staying with us on the show, listening to the draft. Our hope is that you all have a great understanding of the players that we drafted. We show film. We gave a breakdown. We've done our research. We feel that this is a great rookie class. And so, again, we want to make sure as well that you all are entertained, and we appreciate you all staying and watching the show for us. So So yeah, man. So we're gonna end the show, y'all. That's what we're gonna do.
Definitely. And we'll next time we do our live show, I know we didn't give a good chop up like we do every show, but we wanted to really go in depth about the draft and our picks and everything because this was exciting. I know it's 11 picks, but we will have our chop up show. Matter of fact, when I'm just your suggestion, when we go live next show, we'll talk about it, maybe a good little 30 minutes, and then we'll let the fans, man, ask anything that they want, man. So we got to make it up to y'all guys for the chop up, man. But like Hawk said, man, we out of here. Memphis up. Take it away, Hawk.
Yes, sir. And as we always do, y'all, again, check us out on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly, on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. We are on Apple. We're on Spotify. If you want to contact us as well, you can email us at TennesseeTitansWeekly@gmail.com, folks. Y'all know how we do, man.
Definitely. And then when you do, check those platforms out and email us and on YouTube, Instagram, freaking Apple, Spotify. Cut your notification bells on because it's definitely going to let you know when we go live. We'll post any content. Like Hawk said, these instant reaction shows that we did, it was just random. Caught me in New Orleans. And this is going to happen a lot. So if we happen to see me and Hawk in the grocery store going off about whatever happens, just know, hey, y'all will get more content. So definitely, man. And like I said, cut your notification bells on and tighten up.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. Sir. They making that loss. I'm putting the loss behind me and I'm looking towards the future. So I'm kind of happy, but I'm excited about training. I'm excited about rookie mini camp. So that's for me. I'm ready to see what these rookies can do. So tighten up.
Tighten up, man. And tighten up to everybody that's here in the comment section. We got a lot of tighten ups in the comments. Tighten up as well to y'all as well. We hope you all have a great rest of your night. Have a great week. And Jacques, as we always say and as we always do, facts.
No paper.
Yes, sir.